Yo, what is going on, guys? Joey from Heart Pirates TCG here. I am bringing you my top 32. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring you my top 18 Sakazuki deck profile at the Treasure Cup for, was it Top Cut? Yeah, Top Cut. Uh, I went, I started out 2-0. I lost game 3 to a mirror match, Saka mirror. When I tell you guys I had zero counter, like, bro, this dude was swinging fives at me and I was just taking them, bro. Like, it was ridiculous. I literally died before I hit 10 Dawn, like straight up. It was horrible. And then I won, I think 6 straight after that. So I was 8-1 going into the final round, which is round 10. And then I got absolutely cracked by a red purple law. Like it wasn't even close. Like, so I mean, technically he had 0 cards in hand, 2 life, but like. Like I had nothing on the board, bro. Like straight up nothing on the board and like no cards. I had like 4 cards in hand. I just lost. Yeah, this deck doesn't feel great in the law. I'm not gonna lie. My matchups were I played 4 Sakas. I won 3 of those. I played 2 laws. I beat 1 of those. I got kind of lucky to beat that guy too, though. No lie. The one law I beat round 1, I got lucky to beat him. I played against an Enel. That was if you're if you're the Enel player watching this, bro, I felt so bad, bro. I had like double Kuzan, Gecko, Sabo, bro. I had the whole shebang into this Enel. Felt horrible. I played against a red yellow Sabo. I think that guy finished like X2 actually, like 8-2 or 7-3, one of the two. The red yellow Sabo player I played. And I played a black yellow Luffy round 9. That guy was also pretty cool too. I almost got screwed by time rules too. Like the judges weren't going to give us a time extension even though they deck checked us. It was weird, bro. It was weird. But anyway, yeah, those were my matchups. Like I said, I went X2 8-2. I bubbled out of top 16 unfortunately. But I feel like this deck list is solid, man. Like every time I top, I always have a deck list that is like different from somebody else's. And I'm not saying this to like toot my own horn, but like I don't know, bro. Like the deck lists that I make, I feel like they always work for me. They always work for me. And like they're like considered like troll, right? Like playing 2 Tashiki is troll. But it works, bro. Like I can't explain it, bro. There's like no math. There's no math that helps me out. I even said something to Jonas in Arlington when I got my top 8. Like before the tournament even started, I'm like, this sounds troll, but I'm only playing 2 Tashiki and I'm playing a Gion too. And he was like, I don't know, man. It sounds kind of troll. And I was like, it does, but we'll see how it goes. And obviously, I got my top 8 over there. I got my second serial for with Sakazuki. So yeah. I'm gonna stop yapping now. I'll send you guys. Oh, actually, real quick, I want to thank my Patreon people. I think I already am gonna put it up somewhere on the screen, probably before this, honestly. But I want to thank my Patreon people. I'm gonna be adding a lot more to Patreon for Set 7. Set 7 has a lot of interesting decks and mechanics and matchups that are coming out. That I think it's gonna be really interesting to kind of dive in deeper into that. So Patreon's definitely gonna be more focused on Set 7 coming up. I think that's it. One more thing. I am very blessed to be in the position I'm in, guys. Like I'm so blessed. Like I was telling this to even though I did bubble out of top 16, like in set 3 I didn't have any tops. Like I didn't have any top 64s. I didn't have obviously anything more than top 64. And I was like, man, like I believe in myself. Like if I can just play in these tournaments consistently and like maybe the meta changes a little bit because I wasn't really a big fan of red decks. I'm still really not really a big fan of red decks. I was like, I feel like I could do really well. And since then, dude, I've gotten 2 top 8s. I've gotten 3 top 32s. And it's like, even though it does suck that like, if I don't ever want to feel like I'm ungrateful for like being able to top because like obviously people are still trying to look for their first tops. And it's exciting whenever you do get top 64. For me, obviously that's no longer the goal. Like my goal is to be in the top 100 in the ranking system in the world, and obviously go on further from that in the future. So I think I'm at like 200 right now, like 215, something like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping. I promise, guys. That's it. Yeah, let me get to the video. And as always, guys, if you guys want to get one of these playmats, go ahead and check out moonlighttcg.com. We are going to be hosting something very exciting pretty soon. I'm going to be announcing it probably this week, I hope. We'll see how it goes. But I'm playing 4 brand new. If only this was a regional, because I have a regional finalist brand new. I actually would have had 2 now if this top 32 would have been a regional. But unfortunately, it was not in Treasure Cup Prizing. By the way, guys, we need to put in like a request for Bandai to like revoke the top 32 prizing to like make it something good, because the Hollow Dawn card for top 32 is probably the worst slap in the face you could ever have. That actually pisses me off, like, for real. So we're playing, like I said, four brand new. We're only playing 2 Tashigi. Guys, funny enough, I made a video about this recently, or probably like as soon as the set started. I was like, I don't like this card. I don't think this card's that good. Like, I really don't think this card's that good. And like, I've won almost all of my games without even playing it at all. And they like all you need is basically 1 in the trash and like you're good to go, like with the Gecko. Like, I really don't think this card's that important. On turn 1, I'd still rather open up brand new. Like I'd literally rather do nothing sometimes than play this card. Like, it sounds crazy, but it works for me. So I mean, you can't really deny it. I mean, I got a top 8 and a top 32 now with Sakazuki, only playing 2 Tashigi. I really don't think you need more than 2. I really think it's kind of like just win more. There's no math to explain it, but it's just the truth. Then we're playing 3 stage. Apparently stage is really bad into law. It feels really bad into law. So I really want to try the eruption version, but it just feels like stage, like the value you get in the mirror match from stage is just so good. Like, I don't know, man. Like, eruption just doesn't feel like, I tried playing eruption on the simulator against my buddy Jesse, and it just felt horrible, bro. It felt so bad. So I'm really like partial towards stage. I feel like stage is really good. Then we're only playing 2 Helmeppo. We're playing 2 Ice Age. Ice Age is for if we ever go first. Our 9-Don turn is like awful in the mirror match unless we draw Ice Age, because then we can go like Ice Age into Lucci and Helmeppo and then pop whatever, and pop their Gecko as well as their what is it called? As well as their 4-drop that they drop down. So that's always really good. And then we're playing 3 Kuzan. This card is absolutely cracked into yellow. It is so good into black, yellow Luffy as well. It's basically just makes all of their guys just 1 cost. It's just really, really, really good. Puts you in Houndblaze range. We did end up cutting 1 Hina to go down to 3 because I actually wanted to put 1 more Lucci in there. The Lucci actually came up really well. Like I said, like the reason we're playing the Ice Age is so we can like on curve, like on our 9-Don turn, play the Lucci. And sometimes if we only play 2, like we just don't see it enough, unfortunately. So like this just gives us a better opportunity to see like our removal that isn't, you know, a spell, and this gives you a body on the board. So I really like 3. I really did like 3 today, I'm sorry, on Saturday. And then for our blockers, we're playing 4 Rebecca, and we were playing 3 Sabo, but we actually cut it to 2 as well. We cut it to 2 to add, like, I think we cut this to 2 to add the Brook, which I'll talk to you guys about in a second. This card's always just really good into yellow. It's just good in general, like in the mirror match too. So I really wish I could play a 3rd one, but there's just not a whole lot of room for the 3rd Sabo, unfortunately. And then we're playing 3 Murakuma Sword, and we're playing 4 Houndblaze. I wanted to play 4 of these, but it ended up, because I wanted to play Lucci at 3, I ended up cutting this, I think. But I was playing 4 and 4 at one point, but it was just a little too cloggy. So I didn't like it as much. But yeah, those are our removal spells. And then we're playing for the tech cards, playing 1 Pudding, 1 Brook. This card's really good into Law. It's also good in the mirror match. This card's also really good in the mirror match too. It's good into Black Yellow Luffy as well. I did play 1 Black Yellow Luffy, and it's good against Enel too. This card didn't come up either games, but like it could have. It's also decent into the mirror match. I don't know if I said that already, but it could have come up. And like when you're falling really behind in the mirror match, like just playing this is just like such a good hard reset on like 7 Dawn. Because like if you don't open up searchers, or like you like just don't get value from like your cards early on because like you had to like go minus a lot, this will like help reset. Because like a lot of times you'll be at like not a lot of times, but sometimes you'll be at like 5 cards in hand, they'll be at like 8, and then you can just like swing really tall with like a Houndblaze and like at like a 9, and then just play this and then like reset their entire hand. So I've won a couple matches in the mirror match with this card, and I think it's just really good. It steals games. It allows you to win games that you shouldn't, which obviously in the mirror match is really good. In the tournament, I was playing 2 of these because I didn't have a 4th T-Bone, but it turns out I do have a 4th T-Bone, so I ended up just putting the 2nd Gion as my 4th T-Bone. You could absolutely cut either T-Bone or Suru to add either another Sabo or another Brook. The reason I put 9 2Ks in there because I feel like I felt like Law was really scary, so I wanted to have as much counter as possible. But I think I will end up cutting one of these T-Bones for like probably an extra Brook, maybe another Ice Age. I'm not entirely sure. Ice Age is like super important, but I need something to make my law matchup better. Maybe 7-cost Porcelino. I'm not entirely sure because I just need a body stick to the board. And then we're playing 4 Gecko. Yeah, guys, that's the deck. It's 50 cards, like I said. I did recently play Black Red Sabo, so like I took some cards out. So I hope this is 50. But yeah, my deck list was interesting again. It was unique again. I'm telling you guys, like, if your list works for you, don't ever look at what the top players are playing or like the top decks are playing, because like those decks work for them, like my deck works for me, right? Like if I copied Jonas's list or copied like all these other players that are topping with Sakazuki, if I copied their list, then I probably wouldn't have been as successful in these past couple tournaments as I have been, because it just doesn't feel right to me. So if you guys have a deck list that feels right to you, don't like be discouraged to play it. Like you should actually like lean more into it, because I can't tell you how many times this extra 2K has come in handy. However, like I do think like Brook or like something else might come in slightly more handy than this 2K potentially. I'm gonna keep the Gion in there. I'm probably gonna cut one of the T-bones. But yeah, like just having access to like 9 2Ks really did help me like throughout the day, like counter out of like attacks I really needed to counter out of. Specifically into like purple Luffy. I played against a purple Luffy. I played against a black yellow Luffy as well. Also a black red. I played against a black yellow Sabo, like I said in the video. So those like 2Ks actually really helped me out. But I'm gonna try something to help my law matchup a little better, because I only played 2 and I luckily only played 2. Like I've seen people play like 4. But yeah, guys, that's my video. I'll see you guys on my next one, and peace.